The disc is once again field ready. The question is for how long? I will get back on the tractor today and disc as much as I can get done in this field. Probably not as much as I want to get done, because I've got other things that I need to do today still. There's a few little jobs back at the ranch, and then probably the most exciting thing that I need to do is what's gonna happen right now. That's what's going on today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. What's that? Hmm? Oh, you coming over here? Are you gonna sit in my lap? Hmm? All right, you wanna go meet your new family?
Belly is her middle name.
What's her name, Daddy?
Belly.
Okay, Belly.
What's her name, Lady Baby?
Belly.
Oh,
That's my girl.
their name is Furry Belly.
Furry Belly. Oh, Furry Belly. What are you doing?
I'm filming. Look at Bryce. It's really fun. Well, we ended up getting a puppy. This was not at all planned, but things just kind of worked out, and now we've got her. So the way that this all went down is, I guess, a few days ago, this little pup was found out wandering in an orchard with another pup that presumably her brother, and it was just the two of them, no mother around, no people around, nothing. We don't really know where they came from, but the people that found them weren't able to locate owners for these puppies, and the male they gave away pretty quickly to a guy that works for them, and then they were left with the female here. So we ended up with her, and she looks like a purebred German Shepherd to me. It's kind of hard to imagine how two German Shepherd puppies would have ended up wandering out in an orchard by themselves, but that appears to be the case. I never did make it back over to the tractor today just because honestly the ground was a little bit too wet, or a little on the wet side for disking. And you know, when I brought the puppy home, I just kind of got caught up in all that. And here it is, the end of the day. And there's really not a lot of time to go jump on the tractor again, but I do still need to move the cows, and that's something that I can't put off. But before I bring them into this next pasture, I got to get all the net wrap off of these rice straw bales so that when they get in here, they're not getting tangled up in all that. Watch out, I don't want to cut you. Oh, wow. That's really nice having a sharp knife. What do you think about all that, huh? All right, we got all the net wrap off of these bales. Let's go open the gate and see what the cows do. I'm kind of curious if they've been eyeballing these all last week or what the deal's gonna be. And it's all coming back to me, the joys of having a puppy around, always under your feet. Don't know the rules yet. She's got a lot to learn, don't ya? You're doing pretty good though. First thing that she's got to learn is to stay in the side-by-side if I need to jump out and open a gate or something like that. And it does help a lot that we've got Callie in here to set a good example, and I'm hoping that, you know, if she doesn't go with me, then she'll want to at least stay by Callie. We're working on the hand stay command, which is she's actually picking up a little bit already, so we'll see what she does. Stay. Stay. What a good girl. Good stay. Good stay. Okay. Come on. Come on. She says, but you keep telling me to stay in here. Now it's okay. I say, okay, come on. It's okay. She's definitely got a lot to learn, but she shows an ability to learn. That is, she seems to want to please, she seems smart, and she seems to understand kind of how I'm talking to her. So that's good. Well, Buddy's the only one that figured out that those rice straw bales are out there, so I've been waiting around here for a minute, seeing if the other cows would get wise to it and head up here, but none of them have. So I guess the thing to do is just come back in the morning and see what a mess they've made of these. Get in, good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Tell her, Callie. Tell her what to do. You know. I know you know. It's the next day now, just me and Callie today. The new pup stayed home with the family, but I'm on my way over to the hay field. I first wanted to stop here at the ranch to show you guys the status of the rice straw bales. It's pretty plain to see that they had a good time out here. I imagine it looks something like what Buddy was doing, but with every one of them doing that. I think it's safe to say that unlike what we saw Buddy do, that the cows did eat some of this, because you can see a lot of it is sort of strewn out back out to the pasture, and they are by and large just out here laying down, taking it easy, probably digesting whatever rice straw they ate. And do you hear that? Not one of them is crying for me to feed them. So I think so far this is working pretty much how I hoped it would. They've eaten a little bit of this to sort of tide them over before we get the real hay out here, but they have left plenty of this behind, so that I think we will have a good bedding pack out here. I mean, obviously you can still see right where each bale was. They haven't tore them down completely. So I think in another week or so, they'll probably have this spread out pretty good. I'll keep you guys updated on how this is looking, but for now, looks pretty good. Well, wouldn't you know, about the time I got out here and got going, it started drizzling on me, and it wasn't enough to get the ground so wet where I had to stop. just enough to get my clothes wet, so I was nice and cold the whole time. But I'm not complaining, because I just kept telling myself as I was driving that driving tractor while it's cool under cloud cover is a lot better than driving when it's hot and dusty. And I've certainly done a lot of that. In addition to that, that little bit of extra moisture really helped this ground break down the way that I want it to. And I think that once I get done with this pass with the disc, that I'll be ready to move on to the next step, which is floating the field, or basically smoothing it out. And once the field is floated, then I can pretty much plant anytime I want. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.